Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, troops, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to the channel. Mark, that's me, my words, where we cover trading, traveling, and training. I didn't forget to do a mic check there, so checky check, mic check. There we go. Get the admin out of the way before we get started. How is everybody doing? How are you all? I'm fine today. It's a beautiful spring day today. It's currently 2:25 in the afternoon, Central European time, and it's about 12 degrees outside. Absolutely beautiful. Right then, what a morning we have got. Where are we? Just looking at pre-market pricing. GME currently up 2%. $1.92 increase on the close price yesterday. AMC is showing at $8.94, down just under 1% on the close yesterday. So, what can we expect today? I don't know. However, I've put a new buy order in for another 80 AMC shares. So we'll see what price that executes at. I've slapped the ask. I've slapped the ask at 8.94. So we'll see if it executes at 8.94. If it doesn't, it'll give me the market price. Oh man. Oh, my mic's. Oh boy. Right, that's because, guys, my notebook is hot. So let me see if I can. I might have to go onto my laptop mic. So give me a second. Guys, can you just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? Give me a second. I've switched over to the webcam mic for now, so just let me know if you can hear me, and if it's clear. Good. Okay, so you can hear me. So thank you for that. What it is, I'm working off of a notebook at the moment, and it's not. It's mostly for work. I've got a desktop here, but I've got two screens set up, and I haven't got the connection for the second screen. So I've ordered it, and they've said it should be here tomorrow, the latest tomorrow. So I'm hoping by tomorrow I'll be on the desktop, and then we will have. I'll be able to share a lot more screens, and obviously it won't get overheated, so you won't get the interference from the microphone. So technical difficulties, but we're working through them. So good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, wherever you are. It's great to see you all here. Omar, a better player, Simon, Kevin, Squirrel, welcome. So we're just like 1 minute away, I think, from not even 1 minute from market open. So I'll be here for the first hour. Then I've got things to do outside of my YouTube business empire. So we'll see what happens in the first hour. I do want to talk about the shizzle that came out last night about this over-the-counter stuff. I did start seeing some of it last night, but I went to bed, I'll be honest. So I'm interested to see what everybody thinks about that. They're talking about 2 billion shares. It's not 2 billion shares. It's 2 billion traded shares. So that could be a million traded 100 times. Is 100 times a million, a billion, or 1,000? Anyway, whatever it is. So anyway, what are your thoughts on that, everybody? We knew there was something going on, and I think it's directly responsible for stuff like this because, like we all know, short sale rule was in effect, and you know, that shouldn't be happening. That shouldn't be happening. That's not retail selling, but we knew that yesterday. Anyway, we're off. We're out the traps. Just to give everybody, look at the market. Look at the market before we start seeing things go red. It's already red. So let's see if the market turns around. Bought 11 GME at 156. Or you bought 156 at 11, Doug. Then it dipped a bunch more. Yeah, mate, I've got 50 in this YouTube challenge account. I mean, those have seen it before. In the YouTube challenge, I've got 50 at $14.23. So, you know, it is what it is. The hedge funds are shorting everything. They're shorting everything, Omar. I think that it's just pure desperation, isn't it? Well, watch the charts because we are getting a bit of a kick this morning. Already 4.5% up on AMC. But remember, we talked about this yesterday, where you always get. I'll just move the look. It happens, and it happened the day before and the day before. So for me, this if you're scalping, this is where you do it. This is where you do it. So you know it. It always does this in the morning. So let's watch the first couple of minutes and see if we follow this same pattern. I do want to check out the GME's out of the blocks nicely as well. Already 6.5% up. But again, we do see that pattern every morning. So I'm interested to see if it continues that trend. While that's playing out, I want to go to the AMC awesome company, the Stonker Tracker. Let's get today's figures on the Stonker Tracker. If you do want me to go back to the charts, just let me know, and we'll see. I think solid evidence keeps coming out. Simon, honestly, it's had me, it's had me quite angry today. This, and I don't normally get angry. Like I live a blessed life. I've got nothing to be angry about, but it's really annoyed me, and it's continuing to annoy me that there is nothing being said. I know there's a meeting today. Let's see if we can get it up. There's a SEC meetings, and there's one planned for today. And they say at the bottom on the agenda, other closed meeting. So it's a closed meeting, March 25th, 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. Let's see if it will event details. There we go. Let's see if it will bring up closed meeting, event details. Okay. There's a list somewhere. There's an agenda. Is it on there? Nope. There's an agenda, and at the bottom it says other items relating to regulation and compliance or something like that. Anyway, so it looks like there might be something going on behind the scenes, and I know with all of these things, has my AMC order not executed? Yes, it has. Good. So I've now got in my Revolut account, I've averaged down from yesterday. I've got 140 shares with an average of, I don't know. But anyway, it's going up. That's all. That's all that matters. Um, so we'll see what comes out of that. But it's had me really annoyed that there's just absolute silence when people like me, and I'm keep saying it, I'm no expert on this, but you don't have to be an expert to look at a chart and go, oh, what was that? That looks a bit strange. Why all that selling there after people have just been buying? Why that massive sell-off? Why that sell-off there? AMC was even more. There was two of them yesterday, three of them. You don't have to be a genius to see what's going on. Right then, here we go. You see? Let's see how this plays out. And if we get the dip that we keep getting. I come on here because the price is more accurate uh, than TradingView. TradingView's got a slight delay on it. So Yeah. Hi, Squirrel. How are you, mate? I've got my funds in VOO index fund and a little gambling money in crypto. I'm in my first month investing, so dropping 1800 or so on GME and watching it instantly drop badly was rough. Doug, it is rough, man. Really, it is. Um, but you know, it's like I've said, it's one of those once in a lifetime. Look at this, lot. Like, come on, come on. Look at the size of those candles. That is not people who got in yesterday at $9 and decide at 9.50 I'm selling. Okay, it might be some, but not to this extent. No chance. No chance. And you think that SSR is on today as well. It's on. So, you know, and again, this is what frustrates me. Who sat watching this now in the SEC? Who sat there at a computer like us going, all right, okay, that's a bit strange. Anybody? Nobody? I don't know. Same with GME, look, selling off. Selling off. We've had the morning bump and there's the dip. So, you know, you take from this, what are we looking like on GME? SSR's on. Of course it is, Mark. It was down 30% yesterday. I'm not sure about this borrow fee. That looks a bit low. And AMC, I saw it was up over nearly 4%. Yeah, 4.3%. 700,000 shorts available to shares available to short. So they're borrowing them, lot. There was a million at 7 o'clock. They've borrowed some, they've put some back. Look, 4.4 million, and now there's 2.4 million. So there's 2 million shares that they've taken out. But what's everybody's opinion on this OTC stuff? Like a copper following you speeding until you hit 100. Yes, mate, exactly that. I've got you bang to rights, sir. Well, how do you know? You were doing 100. Well, you must have been doing 100 as well then. Yeah. So, yeah. Uh, it's definitely a valuable, well, it's a valuable lesson, but I would suggest, Doug, that this is going to be a once in a lifetime event, no matter which way it goes. Simply because of the hype that's around it, the media that's all over it, you know, the pure manipulation that's going on. I guarantee that if I visit America in 10 years' time, I'll be able to bump into somebody who's been part of this. Absolutely. So I wouldn't take it as a good basis for learning. Take it for what it is, which is, you know, it's a once in a lifetime event, I believe anyway. And I believe they'll both go up. Really, I do. Because I think ultimately someone is going to have to stand in. And like, can you imagine now if the hedge funds suffer, don't lose anything, and retail lose everything? Like, can you imagine the fallout from that? I just can't comprehend that they're going to be able to get out of this. You know, when you look at the data, and again, it's not my strongest point, the data, so I rely a lot on what other people are saying and then trying to cross refer it as best as I can by checking sources and this, that, and the other. Um, but just looking at the data and my very basic understanding of it, it's just like they've maxed out one credit card, so they've got another credit card and they've maxed that out, and they just keep getting credit cards and maxing them out with no, you know, and eventually the lenders are going to say, well, there's no more credit cards, so we're sorry about that, you know. Anyway, look, we got this drop again, and this I just don't believe this is retail selling. I just don't. I can't accept that at all. AMC, what we doing? There you go. Who was it yesterday on the? Who was here? Yeah, most people were here yesterday for Power Hour. Oh, Frederick, wasn't it? He was asking what he should do with his money, and I told him this. Wait and watch the first hour and see what happens. Sure enough, there you go. So it is what it is. I mean, again, let's put it into context. Look, across the whole market, everything's red. Apart from Clovis, Clovis is up 3 cents. Go on, Clovis. That's on the YouTube challenge. So what am I down now on Clovis? Oh, it's only $16. So we're not doing too bad. We're 250 down on AMC and we are 16 down on Clovis. Overall, we're down nearly £400. But it is what it is. I'll tell you what I might do. I might. No, don't do it, Mark. I'm not going to sell them. I'm going to average down a little bit. Let's see what we can get. Not 50 because I haven't got enough money. 10 is $90. That might be enough. Watch the fees here for this. It's ridiculous. Market order. $13.80 to place that. We can get a couple more. Let's average down a little bit. There we go. We've averaged down a little bit, so we'll see what that does for the fund. But that's it now for the fund. We're in Clovis and we're in AMC. So we've got two ways we can go here. Why is that average still? Why have I not got the additional shares on there? Maybe it takes a while to hit the account. Anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, how do they intend to pay? And from what I've seen, it's DTCC who end up ultimately responsible, which is why I think this rule change coming in, this 801 rule that's coming in, is going to be quite instrumental because it looks like now DTCC are trying to cover themselves and they're preparing for this. So, we'll see. We'll see. But I just. Did you see the thing from, is it the Russell 2000 yesterday? There was a thing on Reddit, a good picture. Let me see if I can find it for everybody. And it was about somebody had taken a screenshot of the Russell 2000. They'd shorted every single position on there. Oh, my internet is so slow, man. Let's close that page. We'll close the Stonker tracker. We don't need that for now. See if that loads. Anyway, AMC, we've got a bit of a kick. We're going back up. Come on, baby. GME back in the green. See, but that's that pattern, look. That's that pattern. There you go. Up, down, up. Today, not as violent, but it's still, you can still see it. You can still see it. There. So we'll see what happens today and how this plays out. But AMC, I mean, they're both getting a bit of a push now. AMC up 5.5%. So we did well. Well, we've averaged down and we're going up. Nice one. We've only got about $5 to go, and we should break even. So that's the link to the Reddit Russell Index. Did you send a link, Omar? Poor Bitcoin. I wish I could buy it a drink and give it a hug. What's happening with Bitcoin? I know it was down yesterday. Where are we? It's on here. Let's go and have a look. Is there any are there any crypto fans in here? Oh dear. 51,000. Oh, if you watch Trey's trade, you know what he'd be saying? It's a George W. A George W. Double bottom. Generally a bullish sign. Where I can't see the link, Omar. I don't see it. I can't see it, mate, in the chat. Um, Subconsciously aware. Hello. Oh, hi. How are you doing? Thanks for your sub. I really appreciate it. And good to see you here as well. Yeah, Trades George W. If you go on his channel, let him know I'm nicking his catchphrases. But it is, it's he's right. It's generally a bullish signal. So, double bottom test. What's the support like on there? So now it needs to get back above there, look. Here. You can see it as clear as day. There you go. So it pushes back above there and holds above there. It should keep going because that was actually a decent level of support. Doge. Simon's in Doge. That's the one that Elon Musk keeps talking about, isn't it? And keeps tweeting about, and it goes through the roof. There it is. It's on here, look. What is it? 4 cents? Where can you buy this, Simon? Do you know? Is it on Coinbase or something? There, you've got another W there, look. Oh, Trey should be doing this. Trey should be looking at crypto today. There, yeah. Bitcoin and Ethereum. I've got some Ethereum. I sold my Bitcoin the other day to fund other things. Um, and to be honest, I think it's one of those that you can get in and you'll always make something if you time it right. Um, so yeah, what we doing then? What we doing here? AMC touching 960. Ooh, what we doing volume wise? Right, where do we need to punch through here? Let's change the chart a little bit. Let's go 5 minutes. There, let's stick a line in there, look. About there. So $10. $10 is the aim for today. If we can get through $10, we'll be flying. Let's see if we can do it. Everybody wish it. Everybody wish for $10. What's GME doing? 2.3% up. Again. Following the same course. There. So yeah, 128. Oh, we've got it marked up already. What's volume looking like? Early doors. 2.3 million. Not a lot. Ah, buy on Exmo. Doge isn't on Coinbase. Yeah, I did have a look there before, but I couldn't see it there neither. CSCW. Let's have a look. That's a new one for me. So let's have a look. Color Star Technology. Hmm. Oh yeah. There's a start line. Right out of the blocks, that one. What did that open at? 165. Nope, that's not right. Open 135. There you go. Wow. So what about this company then? What do they do? Overview. Hmm. Financials. Close that. Where's the news? What do they do? What do they do? Subconsciously aware. What do they do? Do I think GME will bounce off 100? I don't think it'll see 100, to be honest. Let's have a look. Let's zoom out. Zoom out, Patrick. You can see more. Where are we? $100. Looking at that, I would say yes. If it reaches 100, if it even reaches $100, there it'll bounce. There. You got this support area here. But before that, I mean, you've got support there, really, 117 area. Round about where we are now is looks like a strong area. Again, troops, this is art, not science. This is just what my eye sees, roughly there. So about 116. So I think, you know, will we hit 100? I don't think so. If we do, we've got support there. Online education for preschoolers and daycares. So is they're obviously profiting off the back of not profiting. What's the word? Um, I don't want to use profiting. They're I can't even think in English. Terrible. Benefiting. They're benefiting from the current situation now. Uh, bought Bobby. Hello, mate. Bought more AMC this morning. So did I, mate. I bought 80 more. Uh, if you have a look at the Russell 2000 index, it's been hit with a short ladder just like AMC. Yeah, it was yesterday. Let's see if we can get it up here. iShares Trust. Growth, ETF, value ETF. Let's have a look. Yeah. See? Same pattern. Same pattern. Up, down, up, down. That's yesterday's trading. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And this is what I mean. Where's the regulators? Who's looking at who's looking at this? You know? The good thing is, look, the two GME and AMC, everything else is red, and we're in the green, so it's not all bad. I want to look at that CSCW again. I'm going to add this to my watch list. Interesting. Why the bump here? Do you know? Subconsciously aware. Do you know why we got this bump? There must have been some news yesterday. Let's see if I can find some news for it. Oops. There you go. That's Sky Sport News. Premier League reveals start date for 2021-22 season. Fantastic. News. That's March the 16th. So that's not it. What was the news? Only green on my account is ETFs and lucky to have AMC back in the green. My average is 901. It's not a bad average, that. I wish I was at 901. Look, here we go. YouTube challenge. Is it on there yet? Is it shown in? No, it's still not in there. Let me refresh it and see where those other shares are. Ah, we're in. Oh, look, we've come down from 14, what was it, 14.23 to 13.28. So we've averaged down by $1, which is okay. Which is okay because when it goes to the moon, I'll look back at that dollar and say, thank you very much. Thanks for coming. Clovis, taking another battering like everything else. Never ceases to amaze me, does Clovis. Actually, not a bad day. Again, a drug company that makes drugs to treat cancer and they're shorting it. It's just disgusting, really. No conscience, these people. But whatever makes them happy. Nice. Nice. So the only thing I would be conscious of here is this gap. I'd be looking at this gap because they have obviously had some news yesterday. So I'd just be a bit wary of that. But you know, you've got a bit of support there around there. And your next level of resistance is going to be around there, look. 163. So if you can get through that 163, you've got a nice little run up there. Nice little run up to just under $2. GME up to 130. Is it really? Taking my eye off the ball. Maybe I shouldn't watch it. Oh, 132. Right, this is slightly delayed, so take this for what it is. A George W. Like, that guy doesn't know what he's done. He doesn't know what he's done. George W. I'm gonna go on to this trading platform because the price is a little bit more up to date. That's a bit slow. That trading view, it's a little bit behind. So here we are. Oh, yes. Come on, baby. Is today the day? Is today the day? We are finding something nice. I'll just put my start line in because regular viewers will know that I like my start and finish line. Where are we there? No, we're there. So, what have we got? 133. Not looking too shabby. Are we reflecting that in AMC as well? Is it going the same way? It is. Look. Absolutely the same. So if Frederick was watching, he should have got in here, shouldn't he? And then he's on the way up now. Uh, let's see. Let's keep an eye on GME. That's the payer. That's the payer that everybody's waiting for. Well, they're both payers, but so what's everybody? What's up, Mark? What's up, man? Love checking into your streams. You write about patience and trading. So many people that have patience. Hey, Stephen, how are you, my friend? Welcome back. Great to have you here. I'm doing great, thanks. Patience and trading. Patience, P-A-Y, patience, patience. You've just got to sit and wait and sit and watch. Like I said yesterday, we are just passengers in this little saga. Look at GME. She going, baby. She going to the moon. Go on the apes. Go on. 140. Come on. Come on, baby. Start paying us back. The YouTube challenge, I'm going to be rich. So I'll probably be on this channel for about 3 more months. You'll never see me again. No, you will. You will see. I'll be cycling on the moon and I'll be living in my camper van. I'll get one of Elon's rockets to take my camper van up to the moon, and I'll live in that up there. Speaking of that, I was watching a stream yesterday, and I can't remember which one it was. Um, and there was a guy on there saying, "I'm sorry, I've not been around very much. I'm in college full time. Um, this is the only ticker I'm really covering." He was talking about AMC. Um, and it made me think actually about my channel because obviously, I mean, my travel covers trading, traveling, and training. And it was just pure coincidence that AMC and GME were going at the time I started my channel. And it made me think about diversification. And if my channel was just about trading, and the only reason I'd started the channel, because there are those people that have only started the channels because of AMC and GME, we're at a next line of resistance here, look, 142 here. If we can get through this, if we can punch through there, we're on the track to recovery, I think. And that's what I'm. One of the things I'm really pleased about my channel is that I've got three things. I've got three topics to cover. So when this has died down and gone away, of course, I'll still be doing the trading and I'll still be, doing the stock trading, for sure I will, but I won't be focusing on AMC and GME. I'll be focusing on the other tickers that I'm in, like Clovis at the moment, like BCRX at the moment, and then I'll be looking for other stocks to get into as well. So, but the plan is, for those that are new here and haven't heard this story a million times already, the plan is I've got a VW Transporter van, which I've just bought this year. Go and check out the video of it and see what it's all about. I'm getting a soft, it's called a soft conversion. So I'm getting it converted, but not to a full van. It's not going to be like with a kitchen and all that because I'm a little bit OCD and I can't imagine cooking in a little space where I'm also sleeping. So me being, ex-military, I don't mind being outside with a gas cooker, a little camping gas stove. And to be honest, I'm in my mid-40s, so if I'm going to be eating anywhere, I'll be eating in the pub and then sleeping in the van. But the plan is to get the van converted later this year. It's booked in for June. So that'll have a bed, a night heater, full electric hookup, solar panel, insulated, and carpet lined and all that good stuff. I'm putting a 3/4 width bed in there, and then I'll be taking the old bicycle. I'll be taking the old bicycle up to up and around France and Italy and Spain, the Alps and the Pyrenees and all that. And I'll be climbing some of the famous Tour de France climbs and the Vuelta a España. And I'll be going there in the van, so that'll be the first part of the video. Then I'll be doing the climb, which will be the second part of the video. And if I'm still alive, we'll be doing some trading from the van at night time. So that's the longer term plan for the channel. But for now, I'm focusing on these two stocks, but much like everybody else is. But I do wonder who's still going to be around when this goes. It'll be interesting to see who's still around when this all finishes. Right then, that's the end of that little boring little story. Anthony, new subscriber, enjoy your attitude and trust your opinions. Glad to have found you. Thank you very much, sir. I really appreciate that. I do like to think that I'm completely honest and transparent. I don't know everything. I do just give my opinion, and that's all it is. It's just my opinion. But I appreciate it. Thanks so much for your subscription. I know there's a plethora of choices out there, so I really appreciate it. Doug, I invested back in September 2020, $2. I did not expect a Reddit rally when I saw they were facing bankruptcy. Yep, Doug. Stephen, Stephen, you bought back in September at $2. Good one. Stosey's glad I bought GME. When did you get in, my friend? This morning? Did you get in this morning? Wish I were into stocks earlier. Yeah, I'm the same, Doug. Stephen. I love StockTwits app, but it's bad for your mental health. Talking of StockTwits, like I do like it on there because I have to laugh at some of these people, and I think there's people sat on StockTwits who say, "Oh, I've just dropped another 40k in it," and you're like, "Hang on a minute, are you sat on StockTwits really telling people that you've spent $40,000 on a stock, really?" And you sat on StockTwits telling people, you got to take it for what it is, but it makes me giggle sometimes. I'm a realist, I've got a few quid in it, but if I was spending $40,000 on the stocks in one go, I'd like to think that I had bigger things going on than telling people on StockTwits. You're obviously some big businessman or something like that. So anyway, finally convinced Schwab that my mum's home address was my permanent US address and got my account set up. Crypto thoughts in general. Anthony, it's a good question. I first got to know about Bitcoin back in 2016. I was working in Singapore at the time, and an Australian colleague of mine said, "Mark, you've got to think about this Bitcoin." And I said, "Well, what is it?" He said, "It's a digital currency." And I was like, "What do you mean digital currency?" Anyway, he tried to explain it to me. And at the time, I just had my son. My son was like less than a year old. So when I looked at the price of Bitcoin, I thought, "Cool, that's a lot of money." But do you know what? I'll sign up and I'll get some. And so I started signing up to Coinbase at the time, and I didn't realize, like, I got bored because you have to send your passport, send a selfie, send this, send that, and I was like, "What is this?" Like, so anyway, I gave up and I didn't complete the Coinbase registration, and Bitcoin at the time was $1,700. And you look at it now and you think, if only I'd had the patience to see that through. Look where I'd be now. But crypto, I get Bitcoin. I understand Bitcoin. I'm going to AMC because people are saying it's running. So let's have a look. Yeah, $10. Where have we put that next resistance line in there? We could probably drop that down a little bit actually. Come on, rat bag. Let's drop that down. Let's see, we're through there. There. Let's drop it there. 10, 10, 19, 10, 20. Let's see if we can punch through there. We've tested it, look. We've tested it already. Twice nearly. So it'll go again. It'll test again, I think. So so yeah, I missed out on the Bitcoin of yesteryear. And to be fair, I like I said, I've just had my kid as well. So to spend $1,700 on something that I didn't really understand, even if I'd finished the registration, it it's a difficult decision to make when you providing for a kid as well and a family. So anyway, that's my journey with crypto. I understand Bitcoin. I don't really understand Ethereum. Um, I think that's a platform that people are using to develop apps or something like that. Bitcoin, I understand. It's like, it's like the gold, I suppose. It's like a currency that you can spend it on things. And then I've seen lately about this Cardano, ADA, and I actually swung trade that a couple of weeks ago or three weeks ago. I got in at 104 and I got out at 130 something. So that was quite good. But I've seen that's really volatile. Like last week, it was listed on Coinbase and it was at like was it at $1 70 something? And then it's dropped back down, or $1 50 something, and it's dropped back down now. So that's my understanding of crypto, really. That's my limit on the subject. Um, what else? AMC is running. Anthony, yeah, face plant, yeah, that's how I feel. But anyway, um, Squirrel did the same with Bitcoin. Set up a wallet when it hit $1,000. Couldn't figure out how to buy it and gave up. I'm so pleased I'm not on my own. Really, I'm so pleased it wasn't just me. Um, that's good to know. Stephen, I like Warren Buffett's stance on Bitcoin. He said, "You're not getting any value, so why invest? All you're doing is hoping the guy behind you pays more for it than you did." Yeah, that's true. But I saw yesterday Elon Musk tweeted, didn't he, that you can now buy a Tesla with Bitcoin. So that's interesting. But he's put a lot of money into it, isn't he? He bought $1.5 billion worth of it. So I mean, he'll be fuming today. Well, he won't because he's still a billionaire, but you know, he'll be fuming. Right, where are we? So AMC just under $10, and GME, what we're looking at there, 139, 140. So yeah, we're in a channel now, which I like to see. You're building some support here, and you've got resistance here. So we're in the channel of 136-ish to that 142 area, something like that. So we'll see if this little area here, because now we're starting to see it as acting as support, look. But it's a bit too early to say at the moment. We'll see. And then obviously you've got the resistance level there, which is starting to play out. So, I think if it goes to either side of those, that's going to be the new trend line. Um, and is it the shorts running out of money or shares? Are they running out of ideas? Let's see. I think as long as we stay above 200 EMA on AMC, nothing to worry about. Yeah. Where are we? Yeah. So if we stay above this, and look, we're getting a convergence now, which is good. That's bullish with today's. Again, this is the 1 minute chart, so you've always got to take a bigger picture view. But you know, if we get that crossover, if we get the golden cross on the 1 minute, that could be quite positive. What we're doing volume wise, I'm going to go back to trading view because 7.4 million in, what time are we on? 45 minutes. So we're almost half of, we're just under half of yesterday's, of the average 10-day volume in 45 minutes. Will that slow down? I don't know. It tends to, but look at the difference between, oops, get rid of that. Look at the difference between yesterday and today. Let's see what difference there is in volume. So volume starts dying off about now. About now, volume starts dying off as of yesterday. What about a day before? See? So the last couple of days actually, the volume's really picked up, but then you wonder what type of volume it is. Because yeah, there's volume there, but it's gone down. So what's everybody's opinion on the on this OTC stuff? Let's see if we can find something on Reddit. This is the guy. If you're on Twitter, go and follow this guy. He's banned at the moment. Twitter's banned him for 24 hours. But this is the guy that found it. Another one there. This is it. Citadel and others have over 2 billion shares of AMC in a dark pool. This is related to the OTC trading. I watched Trey's video last night. Trey's done a video on it, and he explained it very well actually because people have got a little bit fixated on $2 billion, and actually what it is total shares traded. Um, so you've got total trades at 7.3 million, equating to 2 billion shares. So that's shares going backwards and forwards. Um, which was really good to know. But Citadel was responsible for 1 billion of them. So, yeah, wow. Dropping on little volume again, yeah, again. Hate to say this, but I think dark pool is legal for Citadel. I understand the same as well, Steve. I understand they're not doing anything illegal, apart from, when it gets to fail to deliver and stuff like that, that's when questions will be asked. Where are we? 974 AMC. Yeah, but we're in that channel. I want to see if we can maintain that channel, 955, because I think that could be a bit of a turning point. If we can stay above today, you know, CSCW, that's having a similar pattern. BioCryst, what's my BioCryst doing? Not bad, 1037, down 16 cents. Nio's up, Clovis is down. But again, look at the broader market, red. Ready, red, red. Getting another little bit of a push here, look. GME. Sorry, AMC. Oh, we've dropped out of that channel. We'll see if we can get back above that. AMC trying, pushing back up to $10. Yeah, Trey, Anthony, you're right. I mean, Trey is he's very good at explaining things, and like I said, I'm not technically gifted when it comes to interpreting data. Um, so I like the way he breaks it down. I like his whiteboard explanations. That's it's about my academic level. No, it's not really, but it does make it easy to understand. It's a matter of when. I believe so as well. I mean, and just I don't know, call it crazy, but I've just got a gut feeling that this is all going to come to a massive head, and at some point, somebody in a position of influence is going to say, right, that's it, that's enough, cut it off, and it'll explode. It'll explode like we can't imagine, you know. But then there'll be the peaks and the troughs again, and I think for me the drops are just going to get bigger. The run ups are going to be bigger, and the drops are going to be bigger, and that's going to be a test of people's resolve. Because if it does start going, I mean, this one AMC, yeah, it's $10. So let's say it 10 times up to $100. People are going to look at that and go, "Whoa, $100!" But then if all of a sudden, bam, it slams back down to 40, that's going to panic people because $100 per share is a lot. But then the next run up, it might go 150 and then drop back down to 80. So I think it's gonna rise and fall more violently than what we've seen now. So what I would say is to those that are new, use this use this as like your learning curve and strap in now and get used to the highs and lows now and the drop from uh, $11 yesterday to $9 or whatever it was. Take that, because that's a good basis for when it's going to get really violent. We've got that crossover now. We've got that crossover. So we've got the golden cross, and we'll see what happens. RSI sitting nicely 59-ish. And again, we've popped out of the RSI, but not for very long, which is good to see. It's good to see. So yeah, strap in, strap in. Someone has got to step in. You're right, a better player. Someone has got to, um, and it will be who's gonna be the sacrificial lamb, and you've got to look at people like that guy from Robin Hood. I can't remember his name, Vlad or whatever his name is. Uh, is he going to be the scapegoat? Is your man Ken, what's his name? Is he going to be the fall guy? But you can guarantee there's people sat in Washington now thinking, especially, and I'm just hypothesizing here. Let's call it my theory. You know, you can guarantee at some point, somewhere along the line, there's somebody of influence connected to this, and that's where it'll become. That's where it'll get halted when people think when it's getting too close to home for people in positions of influence because they're going to be involved at some point. Uh, just sub on my other account for you. Thanks, brother. I really appreciate that, Anthony. Really, you don't have to, but I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Jordan Belfort will step in. Yeah, I saw that yesterday. So he's hired Jordan Belfort to go on and chat on the podcast. And I saw on his Twitter they're gonna. Oh no, that's that. So Trey's also got that guy who found the stuff on Reddit, that Joshua guy. Um, he's also going to do something with him this weekend on the podcast. So keep an eye out for that as well, because that'll be interesting. Um, and then if you're on Reddit, there's the guy for GME doing the due diligence for GME called Hey It's Pixel and Rensol, and that they've both had to go to the police now because they've been getting death threats and dodgy messages and stuff. So he said, look, I'm starting to get a little bit worried. Well, you know, it sounds like a Hollywood movie, doesn't it? But it's going to be. It sounds like it because it probably will end up being a movie. Um, but yeah, these guys are getting a little bit nervous now because they're getting all sorts of weird and strange messages through social media. So anyway, got another bit of a push here on uh, on AMC, and we're starting to build a nice level of ascending support. A nice channel here. Oops, come on, Mark, pop it there. So, we'll see. What I'll do is I'm going to leave these marked up so that as we go through the journey, we can always refer back and see where we were. But, higher lows, that's what we're making, higher lows. And the indicators are there, the crossover, the RSI in a nice zone. It's what you want to see. They're having a pop here. Again, this isn't retail selling. I don't believe for a second that's retail selling. You might get some at $10. Those that got in yesterday, they've made $1 a share. Might be people getting out at $10, but I just don't see it. The sentiment and what I'm reading and seeing everywhere. I think that people really are genuinely saying that I'm holding, I'm not selling anything. Um, but we might see a pattern like this emerge where we get a run up and then we come down, and it just keeps bouncing up like that. I mean, that's in an ideal world, of course. Um, but we'll see how it pans out for today. What's GME doing? That's gone not going the same way, you see. But it's not bad. I mean, it's $134. So compared to where we were yesterday, you know, when we finished, what did we finish out yesterday? Less than, yeah, 120, something like that. Um, so, what's that done for the fund? Oh, we're only $200 down now. We're on the road to recovery. We're on the road to recovery. Anyway, troops, it's nearly that time. I do have to shoot off. I've got some personal business to take care of. Um, well, listen, I'll be on for Power Hour, and if people want to stay around after Power Hour, it's Thursday evening, so I might grab a couple of beers and sit and have a chat after Power Hour as well. So if you're around later, please do join. It'd be great to see you back here again. In the meantime, do enjoy your day wherever you are, your day, your evening, wherever you are. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you back here for Power Hour. Cheers, troops.